Oh, wow. YouTube started working pretty quick today. That's nice. Usually takes like half a minute. Alrighty. Hello, Venus. The fuck? Okay. So we left off at the cogwork dancers. Huh. I really haven't been listening to this game at all. I didn't know those guys did that. Wonder if I should start playing the game with audio. Alright, I disagree. Hello, Equinox. I really love that song, the one you're referencing, because, like, I listened to the full thing out of curiosity, because the small clip that circulates online was just so dynamic and interesting. And the entire time, Woody is fretting about a complete hypothetical. That's how they start off the song, is Woody is saying, what if, exact words there, what if I was left alone in Sid's house and never rescued? And it's like, you know, they did rescue you. It was a whole big thing. Like, why are we even talking about it? What's got Woody so down? Oh, man, I think that hit. Now, we're talking about Woody from... Hi, Marcy. We're talking about Woody from Toy Story. There's this YouTuber who had this whole thing where they, like, did a bunch of, like, horror songs using, like, various children's media, iconography, so one of them was Toy Story. This is my understanding. I might be wrong on some specific details here. So one of them was Toy Story, and that was the Toy Story song. It was Woody going through a whole angsty little thing. And of course that one got really popular. That was quick. not say that? I'm not him, I'm not him. Oh, damn it, I always do that. Oh, come on. How many times? I don't like that at all. What did that mean? This is weird. Disagree. Shouldn't have hit. Damn it! Alright. That was my day. If I'm being honest with y'all, I had a terrible day today. I need to get much better at getting to sleep on time. I don't know, I felt horribly disoriented for like the whole day today. I felt that weird feeling like right behind my eyes. Like not quite a headache, but it's just like it's the way that a certain kind of tiredness manifests itself for me. Yeah, and I couldn't really concentrate well in my classes. I felt like I don't know, I was having a moment all day today. I have been drinking lots of water, lots of ice water. It's helped a little, and I took a nice long bath before I started the stream. Not coffee though. I'm not much of a caffeine person. I do drink soda, on account of the taste. But not often. And other than that, yeah, not, well, I took a shower before I took a bath. I just didn't think that relevant to mention. They're not gross. They don't have to be. Yeah, like I said, I took a shower before I took a bath, like I always do. I didn't think that I was going to be under scrutiny for taking a bath, so I didn't mention that. So I've been watching It, Welcome to Derry. Have y'all heard of that? If anybody doesn't know, it is a prequel series. It's a prequel to the It movies. I talked about it already. Oh no. Yeah, the 4th episode came out, and I actually... So, okay, so I suppose no one here has watched it. So my complaints won't make sense, but I did not like the 4th episode. The horror sequences were, were like up to par for the It series. I think it does. I think it does its job well in that regard, in terms of being a horror series. It's plenty scary when it wants to be. So like I don't have any complaints about like jump scares or like the say hi to Twitch chat, everybody. Got a Twitch chatter. I stream on YouTube simultaneously, if you're wondering, over on Twitch. So if you see me if you see me reply to a seemingly non-existent message, that is why. Where was I? Right. So, like, it's not bad, I don't think. I wasn't a fan of the plot of the 4th episode. Are you guys gonna watch this? Do you care about spoilers? Might watch, but I don't really care for spoilers. Okay, so my complaint is very long-winded, so I'm gonna have to try my best to explain a few things. I have not read the book myself, and I don't intend to, because as much as I do feel sympathy for cocaine addicts, and that is completely genuine, that might sound sarcastic, it is not. As much as I do feel sympathy for them, I do not think I would personally get much out of reading their books. Because of all the things that hard drugs do to your brain. Like, there are a lot of very, very, very infamous, weird aspects of the It book that I would never want to engage with at all. So I have not read it myself. How do drugs relate to the book? Stephen King was a cocaine addict at the time of writing it. Which isn't difficult to infer if you think for a little bit about the plot of it. Oh, come on. But anywho, yes, that one scene with children. We're not gonna get into it. Don't worry. What am I trying to say? But as far as my understanding is, in the book, it takes a while for us to get like a description of some sort of where Pennywise comes from, like his origin. So, and it spends a while like building up the relationship between the kids. And this is a very quintessential example. Um, in in the book, it's a whole thing in their little friend group that the kids will say "beep beep Richie" to the character Richie, whenever Richie is like going too far with a bit. Um, so that's like part of their character dynamic, and then Pennywise, um, like says that to Richie at one point, and that's like incredibly creepy that the clown is the scary demonic clown is like mimicking the thing that his friends say, right? Um, in the movie, he just kind of says it, and it's not for any real reason. Um, and the thing I dislike about the movie is that um, Pennywise kind of just was a clown. He was as much just some clown as he was a demon. And I think it would be a lot better if he was treated more so as like a force of nature. Um, yeah, that's a bot over on Twitch, I think. Um, so either that or somebody advertising. So no offense to you if you are a real person, but I've dealt with a lot of bots. So I'm somewhat what's the word? Ugh, I'm losing the word that I'm looking for here. But desensitized, you could say. Cautious, but anyways, damn. Force of nature reading and adjusting of his clown. Well, that's the thing. He takes advantage of the children's fears, of all their various worst fears. And clowns are like pretty scary to most people. So he's like generally a clown. But in the books, he's a clown, but he looks different to each child, like the specifics of his clownery and of his clown makeup. And at one point, he's described as being scary due to not casting a shadow. At one point, he's described as being scary due to having razor-sharp teeth, etc. In the movie, he's only ever the one clown. It's quite consistent. So definitely it doesn't feel like he's really tapping into the minds of the people he's scaring in order to scare them. It just kind of feels like, like he's a dick, sort of. And I think it would serve the movie really well if it was less explicit about what he is and what he does. If these scary things were happening and there was somewhat of a consistent through line to them, but we didn't know, or we didn't find out as quickly what's happening. I don't think the movie owed it to the audience to ever offer an explicit explanation that a character says out loud of what Pennywise is. I actually think the movie could potentially be better off without that. Because I think part of the horror could be leaving the audience to wonder, what the fuck was that? What was that clown doing? It's yeah, everybody wants a happy ending, I guess, but it's a horror movie. And just all the horror is taken away, I think. Because, the most essential human fear is the fear of the unknown. And if something like Pennywise was happening, it would just to you it would be completely impossible to rationalize. But the movie, I guess just on account of being a movie, just can't help but rationalize it. And that's kind of a shame, I think. And this problem is even more prevalent in episode 4 of It, Welcome to Derry than in the movie. Or movies, plural. Because they start getting into like a scientific explanation of why Pennywise likes to scare his victims. They start talking about like adrenaline and cortisol, and they like no, nothing about hell. I don't think that's explicitly mentioned, at least. Again, Stephen King was a cocaine addict, so like when we're talking about everything he wrote, we're talking about the things, you know, we're talking about the effects that cocaine has on a human mind. Nonetheless, I enjoy engaging in the story and the themes. But, like, you know, that does explain a lot of the really weird stuff. Like the giant cosmic turtle. I'm not going to elaborate on that. Well, I did describe Pennywise as a demon. He would be better described as an extraterrestrial. I beat the boss, by the way, it seems. Oh, no. Oh, they're doing that sad thing. Oh, well. I really hope I don't die to this guy. That would be humiliating. And/or Stephen King did some lazy writing. I disagree completely. I don't think any of it was lazy. In any case, in episode 4 of It, Welcome to Derry, they have realized that it's like a specific entity, a demon, that's chasing them. It's like hunting them. They've realized that they're being hunted, and they've realized why they're being hunted. They have... The characters, our main characters, have explicitly figured out that Pennywise feeds on fear, and they've explicitly figured out that he doesn't necessarily have to feed on their fear, and that it simply makes, to Pennywise, it makes people taste better, because he eats people. That's his form of sustenance. He is a shape-shifting extraterrestrial that purposefully goes out of his way to scare people as much as possible before eating them, because he eats people, but the people taste best when they are the most scared. That is like a quick overview of Pennywise from It. Hey, I'll be right back to this. Hey. Okay. Let's go down here. Why not? Cogwork core. Anywho's, I forget exactly where I was with this. In It, Welcome to Derry, episode 4, the main characters, who are being hunted by Pennywise, have explicitly figured out why and how he's hunting them. They figured out that he just likes the taste of fear, and so he's scaring them as much as possible. And so now, they've decided to attempt to just take drugs whenever they're in the when did I? Oh, I guess that's what I picked up just now. I'm not paying attention to the game right now, guys. Ow. And it turns Pennywise and the whole plot of it feels more like some kind of like intellectual exercise. They're just like they're doing a puzzle, you know, to figure out how Pennywise works. It's not really horror anymore. It's like it feels like some kind of like action movie with horror scenes. And I don't like that. So I wasn't a fan of episode 4, and I don't have a lot of confidence in where the series is going. And bear in mind, this is a prequel. This all takes place before... No. This all takes place before the movies. What the hell do you mean you weren't trying to be condescending? You can't say the phrase literally a Google search away and expect people not to think you're being a little bit condescending. Ow. Wasn't trying to be okay. Before that. Look at you already backtracking. Ah! Oh no. Oh, come on. I'm so stupid. Did that make sense? Did the things I was saying about all that, communicate to you guys? I think my thesis statement I think my thesis statement here is just that horror is better when more is left to the unknown and left to the imagination. I think horror is scarier when it's not so explicit. Due to our inherent fear of the unknown. That's what I'm gonna end all that off with. I'm not gonna try to say I could do Stephen King's job better than him. Critiques though I may have of some of the things he's done or said. Well, that's not his fault. For all I know, that is how he treated things in the book, because I haven't read it. That is a failure, I think, of the show and the movies. Okay, god damn it. Yep, there we go. Yep, died to the little guys. Oh, come on. Yeah, I didn't really have any other topic planned out. Anything else you guys want to talk about today? So, window shopping would mandate that I stop playing the video game that I'm playing for the stream. Oh, come on! That's pretty cool. I'm so pissed off right now. Which bender would I be? That's a good question. That's a good question. I can tell you which bender I'd want to be. I think water benders are the coolest, and air benders are the second coolest by a very close margin. None of them aren't cool. They're all very cool, but I personally find water benders to be the coolest. In terms of my personality, I think the thing I am told most often is earthbender. When that question comes up, people tell me I would be an earthbender. I don't really know, to be honest, what I would classify myself as in terms of personality. Oh, come on, still? This better be the last wave. This is gonna be some bullshit, isn't it? In that stream, man, it's not something that's being asked of me, it's something that's being asked of you guys. What does it matter if I hear it? Yes, you can call me. Don't forget, though, if you say my name on stream again, that's your last chance. You're already at 2 strikes. I hate this fucking game. Hello? Alrighty.
I have arrived.
I'm lost.
He's careful, Marcy. I was careful. I had to remind myself.
Okay, there we go.
Marcy, you should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's on Netflix.
Do not watch the live action. Never watch the live action.
Don't watch the live action. Don't watch the live action. But it's probably on your what's the website that you use to pirate stuff? It's probably on there.
I don't think you're supposed to say that explicitly.
No, but she pirates stuff.
You're kind of just calling her out for committing crimes on stream right now.
Yeah, but that's what she does. She's even saying it herself.
Oh shoot, oh shoot. How long ago did... Okay, we have another Twitch chatter, guys. How long ago did you send that message? I've had OBX blocking my, my Twitch chat. Just now? Okay, good, good. That would have been silly of me.
I wonder what Bender Marcy would be. What do you think? Hello?
Well, I'm thinking. That's actually I don't know. I don't think I know enough about
I feel like
what goes into each personality type.
I really just go with like the different
Fire.
No.
Due to her malicious nature.
No, I would think about like
The final answer.
like what's the word? Like in the series, the Avatar: The Last Airbender series, like all the different like nations,
Did not say that, Marcy.
tribes. Equinox asked what Bender would be.
Also fire, but for you it is because you're hot.
So I was going to. Oh yeah, in the show, like as part of the world building, the different like nations, kingdoms, like tribes, are like inspired by like real world like.
What are you talking about, Marcy?
Like, yeah, but like each of the different like bending like kingdoms have their own like
Ooh.
like values. Or even how like you're not paying attention to me, but even how like
They each have their own kingdoms.
Yeah, they each have their own kingdoms, and like when Aang is learning how to like bend, there's like different like philosophies.
I guess in terms of ethnicity, I'd be a firebender. I'm pretty sure they're the white people of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, they're all Asian.
Well, yeah, they're all Asian. I just mean if you extrapolate the metaphor, like they're the colonizers.
You do realize that
Asians were also... Yes, I do.
yeah, but like all of the
I'm not saying. I have a point here.
all the races colonized. There's plenty of
Yeah, but I think we can point to one race in particular that does it a little more though.
Well, I think that's because
Because we're
America,
inherently evil.
I think that is racist.
I think we're genetically predestined.
I
Genetically.
I think that's like a great example of racism.
To be evil.
You do realize that like there's plenty of examples of places that are not white that are
There are?
have done colonizations and imperialism and or like
You should...
yeah, you're screaming. You're saying this on stream. Yeah.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna privatize this one after it's done.
So, but yeah, there are plenty of examples of like, or like white people being colonized, if you want. It's not exclusive to a particular race. The most like recent example are.
I'm not gonna add you on Discord, Emma Dave.
But like also we live like, as far as I know, we all live in America, and like that's like a large majority of the population is white. So like.
Well, I'm not really talking about America. I'm talking about on a global historical scale.
Global historical scale.
Yep. We're the villains. We're the bad guys.
I don't think that any race is the bad guy.
I do, and it's the white ones.
Okay, so I guess we should just do like, what should we do about that?
It's I mean, make your own inferences.
Mm-hmm. So, you're inherently evil?
I guess so.
I'm inherently evil?
I mean, you're half Hispanic, so you're like 50% evil. But it's.
Oh my god! Did you realize that like Hispanic people can be white? Like Hispanic isn't like exclusive to like.
Of course, I realize
any
that.
race.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
No, I'm saying nonetheless, it cancels out at least a little. Although you're Argentinian Hispanic, so that's like you're like 75% evil.
I'm not even. That's who my mom is from.
Yeah, because the Argentinians, you know, they are kind of the Europeans of South America, as they say.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a chance in hell I'm keeping this one up, actually.
Let's just go all in, man. Marcy, he's arguing that white people are.
I don't actually think any of these things, you guys.
So actually,
Promise.
Just doing blatant racism. So what do you think about, like, you know, all the different, like, imperialism and, like, colonization, and, like, extremist groups and, like, fascism and stuff, all evil from, like, places that aren't white?
I think that I think when people that are not white do it, it's easy to see them as individuals who were just like taken by an evil viewpoint. You know, they're just misled and or a product of their times, and or it's like just them. On the other hand, when white people do it, that is further proof to my previous thesis statement about the whole evilness thing.
And
it's different.
Why is it different?
I feel like you can infer.
Because they're inherent. What is genetically? So is it like genetic? Like genetic? So it's like.
Guys, I don't actually think this, guys.
This is just like.
We're doing a bit right now.
This is just like Nazi ideology, but like not for white people, or just anti-white. Marcy said sure. Equinox wants to play some Nick Fuentes.
I'm not doing that.
Oh! can you play some Nick Fuentes? Like the, what's the, so, you're inherently evil? Why don't you just kill yourself?
Strong argument.
What'd you say?
Said you make a compelling case.
Alright, end of the stream, guys. I think we know how it's gonna end. Who's ready to walk into the ocean?
Oh! But, you know, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
To just kill myself.
You need to kill everyone else.
Not everyone.
Everyone who's not white.
Yeah. No, I think what I need to do is I just need to encourage even more Hispanic people to migrate to the country and have more babies than white people, so that way they can replace them.
It doesn't have to be just Hispanic people. You know,
No, it doesn't have to be. I just feel like that's the... I feel like that'll be the
isn't,
easiest.
like, a race.
I could
Hispanic
probably
isn't
work
like-
together with the Jews on that one, try to convince them to get that one going.
Jewish isn't a race either. Hispanic and Jewish aren't racist.
We'll get white people, guys. Don't worry. It might take a few generations. We'll wipe them out, though.
So, I thought Jewish just meant you were, like, part of the religion.
No, it's an ethnicity, too.
So, I don't really understand what an ethnicity is. Am I stupid, guys? Everybody explain this to me on stream.
Glory to the state of Israel.
Oh my god. We can't do Zionism. That is just like...
Are we talking about the Great Replacement? Yes, we are.
What is the Great Replacement?
Okay, the Great Replacement is an extremely racist conspiracy theory that certain very far gone right-wingers believe in. They believe that non-white groups, they typically point to Muslims and Hispanic people, are intentionally mass migrating to majority white countries in order to replace the populace.
Why would I want to
By way of, I have no idea. It's a stupid conspiracy theory. I don't think they know. No, I think their reasoning for it is that they are under the impression that these groups are inherently evil or malicious and want to replace white people out of some kind of anger or malintent. It's a really stupid conspiracy theory, and that's why I think it's funny to pretend to believe in it.
I wonder how long that theory has existed for.
I don't think that should have hit, actually.
My favorite color is red or pink.
God damn it! That wasn't in reference to the favorite color. All right, guys. So do I have to delete this video after I'm done? Did I go too far with all that? Was that too much, guys?
I think the Zionism was a little bit too what's the word? Current.
Right. You know, it's funny. One of the audio journals.
Zionism with like Nazi Germany, same exact thing.
They're comparable.
Both did genocide. Israel's doing genocide.
That they are.
You know, Nazi Germany did genocide.
All right, you're actually gonna get me banned.
Let's just say the most crazy shit. German thinks that we should do genocide on all white people.
It was a bit, guys. I don't think that. Alright, we're deleting this video. Yeah, this one is not staying up. Although, okay, one of the audio journals I am planning on recording and publishing is a video going over my genuine miscellaneous political opinions. Don't worry, it'll be like a good video, at least I think. It won't be any of this. It'll actually... Well, it'll probably be about these topics, but I'll be saying extremely different things because I want to make a genuine video. Have I heard of Dean Withers?
I don't like debate, Marcy.
I've heard of him.
I don't know who that is.
I can't say I'm the biggest fan of his.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
I can't point to any policy of his I disagree on. I find him as a person to be a little bit annoying.
Sorry.
Charlie Kirk, I'm watching your debate right now. Why are you trying not to bleed, bro? That's disrespectful as shit, bro.
Sorry, that song is so funny and it's stuck in my head. Like, I'll just be like cooking or something, and then I'll be like.
I do not think Equinox over here and I were texting one another on Instagram as we do most days, and I was telling him about this. I really don't think anyone's left behind a weirder or more embarrassing legacy than Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
You know, while we're at it, why don't we just do genocide on everyone with antisocial personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder?
I know you don't like them.
I know I don't. I know, but we can't do that. You know why? Because then they're gonna do it right back at us.
Since I'm definitely privatizing this video anyway, I might as well go over some of the things that I'm going to be saying in the audio journal I plan to record, the political one.
Marcy, I've never had alcohol. This is just how I am. I don't need alcohol, man. Got it all down.
Oh, I can hit those.
What's a slur we can say?
No.
No. Maybe if we're like the ultimate xenophobic, we can be racist to bacteria from other planets.
That lined up. That kind of lines up. I don't know. I have no idea how I'm meant to figure this out. My darkest secret. I don't know my darkest secrets. I'm not particularly secretive. Learn the I have to learn it. That's the whole fucking point. God, I'm stupid.
I didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was before he was assassinated.
Okay, yeah, guys, this is like one thing that I would want to say in the video. I was having a conversation about this with a friend of mine in school just the other day. Most of the things that I would have to say would be responses to things that I've heard, not like nothing like unprompted.
I want to kill white people. That's what he would say.
It's now. I think we can all agree it's extremely commonplace to see online people, racist people that will like claim the superiority of Europe and of North America over South America and Africa, right? That will just claim that those continents are like inherently better. And the thing is, like, obviously by like, you know, most measurable quantities, most studies you could do, or like most of the what's the actual term I'm looking for? Like the quality of human life in those respective continents. Yes, you can easily say that Europe and North America are doing better overall. Anywho's.
Disagree.
Righty.
Disagree.
I heard you.
I disagree.
Okay. The thing is that all too often you'll see online people take that information, and they see the rampant poverty, for example, that's much more commonplace in Africa than it is in Europe. The lack of access to
Not all parts.
What?
Not all parts.
I did not say all parts. I'm not saying that.
Poverty is also rampant in North America as well.
I know that. We're comparing averages, and we're the overall, like the summation of both continents. It is worse in one place than it is in the other.
Also, not a whole lot of people live in Africa. Just overall.
There's... Alright,
I'm just saying, like, overall. Am I racist?
Is it not 2 billion in Africa? That's, yeah.
No.
Is it 1? Is it 1 billion? I thought it was 2.
No, it's not, like, that big. Not a whole lot of people live there.
Yeah, it's 1.5 billion. I think that's plenty.
Fine. Well, you know, India, China got, like, 1 billion people.
Yeah, Asia has 5 billion. They're responsible for over half the population of the world on their own.
Exactly.
I mean, the population of Europe is 744 million. North America is 617 million. Africa's got both of them beat.
Damn. Okay. You're right. I'm wrong.
Europe and North America only slightly outnumber Africa when you combine them.
You're right! I'm wrong!
Actually, do they? Okay, anyways, the thing is, the issue, that the umbrage I take is that people take that information, and they extrapolate a whole host of things that I find to be completely incorrect. I remember specifically somebody in a class that I had just 2 years ago. The discussion came up, and he had some strong opinions on the matter. And he seemed to think that like Africans were just incapable of ever industrializing on the same scale. I'm quoting him here, on the same scale that Europeans have. But like the issue I take with that is if you look back even a few hundred years in the past, you'll see the colonization of Africa and of South America, and people like to claim that just because in its form as it existed in the past it has stopped nowadays. People like to claim that Africa and South America are therefore on an equal footing, that they have equal opportunities, that they could be doing just as well as North America, as Europe, because it was like a few hundred years in the past. Like I've talked to people in real life who think that, and it's even more common online. But I find that just so incredibly stupid, and I can't believe that as many people say and think it as they do. Because on the scale of like human history, it wasn't that long ago at all. And even if it actually did completely stop the exploitation of Africa and South America, which it hasn't, even if it did, I think it would be unreasonable to expect of them that they would be doing just as well as the countries that colonized them several hundred years down the line. Y'all get me? Y'all get me with that one?
Marcy, why are you yawning?
But it's like so incredibly depressingly easy for people to just say, well, colonization isn't happening anymore. So like they have the opportunity. They totally could be on an equal footing as us. They could be doing just as well. It's actually their fault. Like it saddens me, to be honest, how often I see people say and think that.
Marcy! Are you bored?
Another thing I was actually going to talk about in that video was the Great Replacement Theory. I don't know how much you expect me to care, Marcy, but anyways. Yeah, I was gonna bring up the Great Replacement Theory. The cabal of racist white people online that are under the impression that they are that the white gene pool, to quote them, is being intentionally replaced by a mass migration. And my issue with that, not only is my issue that I don't believe in it, my issue is that, like, say it was true and that white people were going to be totally wiped out in the next like 100 years, you know, due to being like, I don't know how I exactly want to phrase that, but just like due to not having enough children in comparison to every other race. Like, say that were the case, like, I don't know, so why do they expect people to be so angry about that? Why do they care so much about preserving their race? I know why. I know why.
I don't know.
They call it being outbred. Yeah, I really didn't want to say that out loud, to be honest, but I suppose I have now. But, you know, I ask rhetorically why it is that they care so much about that. It is because they're racist. Are you fucking kidding me?
Thanks, Marcy. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it.
It's like, how do you lead yourself to that conclusion? How do you get to the point of caring about the notion of your race being outbred? That's another one that's also kind of sad to me. It's disheartening. What the fuck is that? That's a thing so prevalent in so many people's minds. Because not only is nothing they're saying true, but I truly just wouldn't care if it were. And the people that do are like really weird. So those are two of the things that I would bring up in this hypothetical video. Those are two topics that I would touch on. I'm done, guys. I'm done boring you. Hope you're happy.
I took off the wrapper from my Tic Tac container, and now I'm inverting it inside out.
Oh, this is funny. He's like conducting them. He's conducting little bees. Jeez, I feel bad killing these guys. What's everyone's thoughts on my political opinions? Rate them out of 10.
I agree with you. I would just have said it differently and better and more eloquently.
Well, in my defense, that was all completely unplanned.
I was gonna say something, but
I'm not the best at going off the cuff with things like that. I'm not good at streamlining things. Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna die very soon.
You want to hear the Tic Tac wrapper?
Do I?
What'd you say? Yeah, Marcy's right. Window shopping.
Guys, I'm streaming the game right now.
Oh, Equinox thought you did well on it.
Thank you, Equinox. How did I get there again? Oh, right. Yeah, right. Ugh, so many objectives, too many things, too many things. Well, I have been streaming for over an hour. We can call it a wrap on the Silk Song today.
What do you think of this Tic Tac?
I'll do a bit of window shopping. I don't think it interests me as much as it interests you guys.
I live for the window shopping.
I didn't feel like it made for great content.
Well, you're wrong.
I feel like I was kind of just saying this. I didn't find anything very dynamic. The products were all bad in a very generic way.
I think that you need to go to a really bad website.
Like what?
You could go it's fun to do it on Shein or fast fashion brand.
That's where we went last time.
No, we went to Temu.
But I'm pretty sure we went to Shein afterward.
No, we went to Temu. Women's fashion is more fun. Are we gonna go or not?
Do a quiz or something? I could do a quiz. What quiz would you want me to do? I'm sorry, I don't think the window shopping is very interesting coming from me. I think
Oh, my Tic Tacs were made in Canada.
I'm not saying it's an uninteresting thing. I'm saying coming from me, I don't think I make it good content.
I make it great content. That's right.
But you aren't going to see the things.
Yes, I am. I'm watching the stream.
Right, so you're going to see them 20 seconds later when I've already scrolled past. So I'm not going to have any idea what you're talking about.
We could stream it on Discord.
I just don't want to do that at all.
Okay, well...
While I'm on
Yay.
Shein, what would you like me to click on?
Okay. Do women's fashion.
Women.
No, wait. That... Oh, no, I thought that was mom.
Wait, what? No. What?
Perfect.
This is... It's a very weird captcha.
90% off, guys.
93%.
Oh my god, you need to buy this Grinch sweater for $2.99.
I don't like that at all.
Can you believe it? $2.99 for this entire cashmere sweater?
Did it say cashmere?
No, I made that up.
Some of the... how many of these are Photoshop? Were any of them...
They all looked kind of deep fried.
You would have never lived it down to feel that capture. Well, I didn't. I don't like the gold one, especially. It looks horribly uncomfortable. Oh, I see this brand a lot. A lot of people that I know wear this. Essentials Fear of God.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know, and that jumps out to me as being a really weird and inexplicable thing to put on a hoodie.
Is fear of God? Like, it's essential to be fearful of God?
I have no idea. I mean, that sounds like what they're saying.
I don't know. What is it? Why does the brand say be your God?
I mean, that is a common theme in the churches, you know, and people call themselves God-fearing, but as a child, that never made sense to me because they also told you to love God and that God loves you, but then they tell you to be God-fearing, and they say that they fear God.
I've never been to church, so I don't relate to any of this because I'm better than you. I have a better childhood. A more loving, caring, carefree childhood.
But I think it's actually a really good metaphor for how, you know, evangelical, like, fanatics, we can say, look at God.
Has taken over the Western world, and we must fight.
Yeah, what's going on with the web? This one?
I love that there's so many products on the webpage that you can't even load it.
I mean, why do they say that there's a total of 43 pages?
There's more.
Oh, what? No? Oh, everything's gone.
More.
They don't have any products anymore. They sold it all. I have to sign in now.
Just sign in.
All right, we're done here. I'm not signing in. I'm not making an account machine.
Shein's ready to use your data.
What was another thing you guys wanted me to do? Oh yeah, low tier God merch. You're right.
What was it?
The Covenant brand.
What is the Covenant?
This is apparently from Low Tier God.
What is Low Tier God?
A YouTuber, a deadbeat father, a 40-year-old who still does Twitch streams all day, instead of taking care of his daughter, currently, by my understanding, extremely in debt. And this is the merch he sells.
He's trying to make money to give.
It says CVNT. That's not why he's trying to make money. What does it say? Don't mistake passion with fury. Oh my god. I don't think anyone deserves to live it down if they wear this shirt.
Don't mistake passion with fury.
Shouldn't it be the other way around? Like you don't want people to think you're furious, but everyone thinks you are, so you're wearing a shirt to let people know. You just have this like you have this like, I know it's not impact font specifically, but you have this like intense font that's like in your face with like the little like effects around it, and it's just like I'm a calm person. All right, guys, I'm not mad right now. I swear. And then it just what is this? Is this Dr. Manhattan but pink? Is this? I don't think there's any reason for that to exist. But yeah, this slogan this doesn't even make sense as a slogan. How do I zoom out? There, jeez. What's the other one? Oh, it just says Covenant with the little swirl. And that's it. That's their 2 teas, and they're both sold out.
Why is this Twitch streamer famous?
I don't know. 100% premium cotton. How much do y'all want to bet that that's true? This is all their products? It's just 2 t-shirts and a towel? Why a towel?
Now you got me going.
It's a weird decision. Are you a furry quiz? I don't need a quiz for that, Marcy. The answer is no.
No, I thought you would say the answer is yes.
Wow, this is the worst website I've ever visited. I thought there'd be more too. This is horribly disappointing. They have 1 towel and 2 t-shirts, and none of it even looks good. And they're both $50? This is why Low Tier God is a complete failure of a human being. And the world wouldn't change if he died.
Furry quiz.
Alright, guys, I'll take the fucking furry quiz.
Yay.
Am I furry quiz a real me? Okay, when I see, I'm gonna try my best to answer these completely honestly here. When I see an animal character in a movie or TV show, do I find myself more interested in their design and personality than the human characters? Off the top of my head, you guys are going to laugh at me and you're going to think I'm not being serious, but off the top of my head, the only TV show that I'm thinking of right now that has a mix of animal and human characters
BoJack Horseman
is Family Guy.
Oh.
And BoJack Horseman, obviously I'd be more interested in the personality of BoJack Horseman than any of the human characters. I don't know any human characters from BoJack Horseman. He's the only one that I know that exists.
There's Diane.
Is she interesting?
Oh, wait, have you not watched BoJack Horseman?
No.
Oh, okay, well.
No, Marcy, what I was going to say is that in Family Guy, none of the character designs or personalities interest me at all, because that's a terrible show, and it's... The only thing it's good for is producing 3-second funny clips, which are only funny without context and without the rest of the episode following or preceding it. It is a show that is designed to be cut into little splices and put into YouTube compilations. That is Family Guy's purpose. It's not a real show.
Not a real show.
So I'm gonna have to say not really. Have you ever had a favorite animal character from a childhood cartoon or TV show?
Does have animals, but they do not speak.
Do we count Wubsy as an animal character? Because he's not... I don't know what animal exactly. I'm just going to make sure you guys know who I'm talking about. This was among my favorite cartoons as a child.
The animals are characters.
This guy right here. I love this guy. But like I don't know what he is. I mean he's Wubsy. He's a cartoon character. I can't say.
It's dog, cat.
I assume we're talking about commonplace, like actual animals. That's literally that doesn't make sense to me. How is that a furry? Okay, a favorite animal character from a childhood cartoon or TV show. Gumball is a cat, and that was another one of my favorite cartoons. And I mean that they're all animals in that show. Anthropomorphic is anything on two legs. So like a completely regular chicken, like a real life, totally regular chicken, is anthropomorphic. I thought that meant like personified. Anyways, so one or two. When I see someone wearing a furry themed piece of clothing or accessory, do you feel a sense of connection or recognition? Yeah, that's just bipeds. Or all bipeds well, now I just have to look it up. This is going to bother me. Having human characteristics. So bipedalism is anthropomorphic in these contexts, but it's not inherently. But anyways, if I see someone wearing a furry themed piece of clothing or accessory, do I feel a sense of connection or recognition? Now, I have attended a public high school for the past 3 years. I'm on my fourth. So I have seen plenty of people wearing furry-themed pieces of clothing and accessories. Such is the nature of American public high schools. I don't know what the deal is in other countries. That said, I do not hold it against them necessarily, as much as I may personally find it cringy. I do not feel a sense of connection or recognition.
Thank you.
To
that
those
took
people.
like an hour to get through.
Were you guys expecting me to breeze through this? Have I ever looked up furry art online or on social media just to see what's out there? I don't have any waffling to do about this one. I have not done that. When I see an animal in a video game, do I feel more drawn to... hello again to Twitch. This is at the behest of my YouTube viewers. It has been requested of me that I take the Am I a Furry quiz. I think to them it's just funny because they know that they know that I don't have any connection to this community, so I don't... The quiz is kind of a waste of time.
It's all a waste of time.
When I see an animal character in a video game, do I feel more drawn to playing as them rather than a human character? Again, I don't have an example off the top of my head of a video game where I have the choice between just either a human or an animal character. There is a kitty. I suppose he wants to get out of his room. Give me a moment, everyone. Alright, there goes the kitty. Bring the kitty here? No, he wanted to go downstairs. When I see an animal, right? Again, I don't have an example off the top of my head of a game where I have the choice between the two. I suppose when I played Mario 3D World, I did prefer having the cat power up. But that was more so due to the application of the abilities it gave. The Tanuki suit and the cat power up.
I'm so mad.
I did like them, but that was only because it made the levels easier.
I need the levers easier.
If Mario were simply in a different color overall, but was still given the ability to climb walls, then I would find myself playing his character in that color of overall more often.
Spider-Man.
But as of now, it is
Spider-Man.
instead a cat suit. So I'm gonna have to say not really. Have I ever
Spider-Man.
thought about what kind of animal I would be if I were a furry character? Now, technically speaking, I have had this question posed to me and therefore have dedicated thought to it. I don't think about it on my own time, if not
I've
prompted.
thought about it before. I'd be a cat.
Welcome to YouTube. So I could say once or twice. Let's see here. What kind of animal would I be, do you guys think?
Bear.
A bear?
Bear.
A bear.
Bear.
So I'll throw you guys a bone. I'll let this quiz potentially call me a furry. I'll say once or twice. I don't think I would be a dolphin. I'm not that malicious. When I see someone wearing a fursuit in public, do I feel excited or curious? No. No, that doesn't excite me. If anything, it makes me feel a sort of secondhand embarrassment.
I do get embarrassed when I see mascots.
It's not an idea that appeals to me. Have I ever attended or thought about attending an opossum? I'd be an opossum.
What's an opossum?
What do they even mean by excited? I was wondering that.
What do you mean by that?
But the answer's no either way.
What do you mean by that?
Anyways, I have not attended a furry convention. Have I ever read or written... I don't want to read that out loud. I have not. Drawn or commissioned furry art of myself. I do remember in art classes, there were always kids that would be drawing furry art. I never did ask them to draw me, though. I did not want them to, so no. Have I ever roleplayed as... So, I gotta say, this is a shitty quiz.
It is a
You know,
very
like, am I
bad
taking
quiz.
this to find out if I'm a furry? Am I taking this to prove to other people? Like, what kind of quiz is this? This could have just been one question. It could have been, are you a furry, yes or no?
It's a bad quiz.
But, no, I've never roleplayed as a furry character. I have never... There are furry charities? There are fundraisers? There are charities? Those exist?
Cool, I guess.
Have I ever watched a furry-themed movie or TV show, such as Zootopia or BoJack Horseman? Well, of course I saw Zootopia. I think a lot of people saw Zootopia.
And that awakened something in a lot of people.
I did not experience that. But yes, once or twice. Furry-themed game. A Dungeons and Dragons campaign with furry characters. I have not participated in anything Dungeons and Dragons related in my life. I'm not against it. In concept, it sounds interesting. Dragons are cool, but anyways, no. If I ever cosplayed as no, I have not participated in a furry theme online forum or community. Yeah, some quiz. Do I have any friends who are also interested in the I do. I do. I do have friends who are themselves furries at school.
God. Who?
At school, I know them on account of having classes with them. And I don't consider it enough of a reason to write somebody off as a person. So, one or two. Have I created my own furry character or persona? Or who you surround yourself with? Yeah, like I said, it's about two people. So, I am not surrounded by them. That's two out of a great many friends I have. Trust me, guys.
Great many friends.
Yeah, countless. I have not done that. Do not feel a sense of community and belonging. I have talked at length about when I do feel a sense of community and belonging, but you guys are going to get mad at me if I start bringing that up, so.
When does that happen?
At the food pantry in the medical center.
Oh!
Yep, yeah, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you.
Oh
I
my
told you,
God.
yeah, that you were going to get mad if I brought it up, and then you prompted me to bring it up,
my
and then you
God.
got mad anyway.
I love people and I love helping people. Did you know I'm actually better than
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. You remember when I told you that exactly this would happen? Do you remember when I said that 30 seconds ago? 8 out of 100. I am not a furry person at all. Anthropomorphic animals seem bizarre to me. I do not relate to animals on a person. You know what the funny thing is, guys, is that I work at an animal shelter. That is my job. So I relate to animals on a personal level just fine. I love the cats at the animal shelter. Just not in this context. The idea of a persona seems nonsensical, that's true. I find most furry art weird and confusing, I do. So, you know what? You know what, guys? I'm actually going back. I'm going back. I'm going back on the disparaging things I said about this quiz. It actually has evaluated me completely accurately, so good for it. That'd be great stream material. What would be?
You could take a BDSM quiz.
I'm not going to do that. It wouldn't be interesting. I would just say no to everything.
Boring. Asexual looking ass.
Okay, Wings of Fire quiz. From 1 to 10, how would I rate reading? 10 being awesome, 1 being I hate it. I'm going to give reading an 8. Because it, it's not reading in general. Obviously there are plenty of books that I love. As a matter of fact, right to my right now is a very full bookshelf in my room.
Very full bookshelf in my room because I educate myself.
So I've read plenty. I just don't.
I love to open up a book, to feel the paper, read the thoughts of the author, and Marcy is a Wings of Fire fan.
Let's say I'm an introvert, but have many extroverted traits, because I am outgoing in the sense that I do try to be an active member of my community.
I'm going to be an active member of the community. Contribute with my talks.
Yeah, I'm turning your volume down. No, they can hear you again now. What describes me best? Okay, I'm gonna leave this one up to you guys. Which one of these do you guys think describes me best? We're gonna put it to a vote. As a matter of fact, I think I would have a lot more fun with that.
I think shy and brave.
Shy and brave. How am I brave? Strange. Okay. Yeah, I was expecting that. We're
You're willing to disagree with people.
Discounting that one. Funny and kinda trustworthy. So all of these just correspond exactly to a specific character, don't they? Is that going to be the case? Is number 1 always going to be the same character?
I don't know.
Chill and cool. I appreciate that. Okay, so we have shy and brave, chill and cool, strange. I'm kind of I'm very trustworthy. Very trustworthy.
I trust him.
Do you guys think of me as a funny guy? Would you go so far as to call me funny? Is this applicable?
I'm funnier.
Fear. I mean, I think I'm plenty smart. I don't think of myself as a cunning person at all. I don't scheme. Protective, sure. Thank you, Marcy. But not daring.
Funny looking.
You know what? I'm gonna go with kind and a little bit silly. I'm going to.
Kind and a little bit
You are
silly.
assigned to murder someone who did something bad to you, or else death. Someone who did something bad to me. I know it's cringe, Marcy. I think describing yourself is usually cringe, like in most contexts. I'm assigned to murder someone who did something bad to me. Assigned by who? Assigned why? Related to the fact that they did something bad to me? Or I just happened to be assigned to kill somebody who is someone that did something bad to me? Something bad to me, something how bad?
This stream is being deleted, everyone. So, go wild.
I'll definitely upload this as its own video, though. As long as I get something in return. I think in this case, if they did something sufficiently bad to me, let's say that they murdered 2 of my family members, and I have no reason to think they aren't intent on murdering again. Let's say it's that bad. Because all we're getting is bad, but we're talking about murder, so I'm just going to assume that they did something sufficiently bad, such that it's like a reasonable, socially acceptable take that it would be okay for them to die. In which case, I will say, as long as I get something in return. I meet someone new.
Money. He wants money.
I would not punch them. I don't punch people. I've never punched anyone. I do not need a plan to murder someone new upon meeting them. I wouldn't do the hi-bye thing. A, because nobody has ever said that and been a person that I liked all that much. Used to punch me all the time. Well, that didn't count. That wasn't real punching, and you would punch me back. I had to go home and hide my black eyes. I have a joke about that one, but I'm not going to say it. I say hi. I say hi. About how many friends do I like to have? If we're talking about, like, this is my friend group, like, this is my close friends, my main circle, I enjoy having a lot of, like, acquaintances, like, friends, but not very close friends. Like, there are a lot of people at school whom, like, we say hi to each other in the hallway, or, like, it would be normal for me to ask them to, like, copy their homework, like, stuff like that. But if we're talking, like, close friends, I'll go 3 to 5. Because, too big of a circle, that would get stressful. Too small of a circle, that might get lonely. To me, at least. What is my purpose? To stand out? No, I don't think so. To protect the world? I don't think I'm capable of that on such a scale.
He's not Superman, guys.
I'll say to help others.
Help others.
And I will be hearing no complaints about that. You're getting turned down again. Yeah, your volume is down. And I'm putting you on the other table, so the mic's not picking you up anymore. Okay, they can hear you again. Are you done yet? I don't know. I don't know what the types of dragons are. I don't know what rain and sea and...
There's a rain dragon.
I'm going to go ahead and say sea, because I like the ocean. I like swimming in the ocean. I go swimming in the ocean every summer.
Would you want to live in the ocean?
Probably not.
Would you want to live in the ocean with all the fishies?
I mean, I guess
Would
if I
you
were a
want to live in the
sea-winged dragon
ocean
and that
without no
wasn't an
water?
option. Do I love my home? Decently. I like my home.
Yes or no? No in between.
Wealth or happiness? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Obviously, wealth. I don't want to seem callous. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to be like an edgelord here, but the obvious answer in today's day and age, in the current
Well,
economic landscape, it's wealth. It's wealth. If I were wealthy, then I would be free to do the things that would make me happy. To ask to choose between wealth and happiness is to assume that they are disconnected or mutually exclusive, and they're not, and they never were. I love to talk. I'm sure you guys can tell. Which Wings of Fire character do I dislike? I have no idea. Now, before I click none, I want you guys to know that I don't know any of these characters, so like I'm sure I would like if one of them did something bad. Least favorite name? My least favorite name out of all of these is either Glory or Clay. It's Glory. My least favorite name is Glory. You know what? I don't mind the name Clay, depending on how it's applied. I think it's just for me, it's just so silly because Clay is a name, so it's like why? Like this is no different than just like the name Ben being among this list. Like we got Moonwatcher and Tsunami and Starflight, and then we got Ben. You know. But anyways, out of the three sisters to be Sandwing Queen, I don't know. I don't know who the Sandwings are. I don't know who the sisters are. Apparently, they're Blaze, Blister, and Burn.
Blaze, Blister, and Burn.
Probably not the evil-looking one, but probably not the naive-looking one. So maybe this one, but I don't know who they are either. We'll come back to 13, okay? Am I in love? I am not. Why does it say no exclamation twice? Not at the moment. Who the fuck is this guy? What is he doing here? Is this a Wings of Fire character? So we've got Violent and Evil for Burn and Blister. Very stupid and loves jewelry. So yeah, they'd all make terrible queens. I'm just going to say, please don't ask me this. I'm going to have to say none of the above. I don't know. I got Gentle Protector. I possess a soft heart with a fierce spirit, ready to shine when it matters. I hate myself right now reading this out loud. Your loyalty to family drives you to take risks, and your warmth brings comfort to others.
Your loyalty to family drives you to take. How does that make sense? What is that?
It's not a character. I don't know, man. Sora, Gentle Protector vibes. Is Sora a character? Sora.
I want to take the dumb quiz and see what I get.
An adult female mudwing. I'm a woman. So what does mudwing mean? Who are the mudwings? You know what? You guys unearthed a memory for me just now. It was like 7th grade. We were doing a Secret Santa. The kid I got for Secret Santa, I knew him to be a huge Wings of Fire fan, but I still didn't know anything about it, so I just drew him a generic dragon. I made him a dragon drawing for the Secret Santa gift, and he really liked it, actually. I also got him a book of, I think it was Edgar Allan Poe, because I also knew him to be an Edgar Allan Poe fan, so I did a very good job, that Secret Santa. Known for their strength, loyalty, and unique abilities. Okay. Alright. They sound pretty cool. I'm not unhappy about being a Mudwing. Okay, I think I've streamt for long enough. I think I've been live for a sufficiently long amount of time. How about this, guys? You know I hate ending the stream abruptly. I will take one more quiz.
I'm taking the stupid ice and fire quiz.
I'll take one more quiz. What quiz do you want me to take?
Ooh, element bender. Which Avatar the Last Airbender element would you bend?
Avastar Studios official website.
Yippee.
My favorite avatar. I don't know Kyoshi.
Kiyoshi? Why do you like Kiyoshi?
I said I don't know Kyoshi.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm assuming that's the earthbending avatar because the other ones are. Yeah. I might say Roku. I might say Roku. I watched The Legend of Korra forever ago. I don't remember much about it. What I do remember is that Korra was not my favorite character. I can't point to an example for this. I can't defend this position because, like I said, it's like my memory's very vague. But I remember not liking her all that much.
Kind of annoying.
We'll say Roku. A meal, a hearty banquet, a secret. Yeah, you guys know how much of a fat ass I am. A hearty banquet. An animal. Polar bear, dog, dragon, flying bison, badger mole. I mean, look at how cool this flying bison is. It's tough not to pick flying bison. Polar bear dog just feels very situational. Dragons are cool. They are cool, but they're also very imposing, very intimidating. Not really the
Oh my god,
vibe.
I got the same thing as you. I got Gentle Protector as well.
Oh, that's fun.
So stupid.
Evade, defend, neutralize non-violently. That would be me. That's the airbender one, if anyone's wondering. Heavy offense, keep moving, dodge while attacking. You know what? I'm torn.
I see you as a tank.
Or maybe it's Counter-Strike instead of Initiate. Send the same one. I just looked up Wings of Fire quiz. It was the first one that came up. I think this might be the Airbender one. Or it's. I feel like it's one of these two.
Marcy.
Yeah, that one. I'll say that one. How do I process my emotions? Very openly and passionately. I'm a firebender. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
I disagree.
Well, apparently I am.
I disagree.
A firebender.
I disagree.
Alrighty, guys. That's it from me for the day. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.